Are you thinking of completing the new out-of-position Zinchenko SBC? We're here to tell you if you should.
Yes, Rob, he's coming in at about 60k, which I think is a very, very good price for the stats that you're getting on paper. Anyway, Rob, first question. Does he live up to his stats?
Absolutely he does. I was very impressed. I think when he first came out, I saw a lot of tweets, a lot of footbin comments and stuff saying it's not a great card. I don't know what they're looking at, Jack. I think it's a very solid card. I think they're expecting too much in early November of the game. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think looking at him, it reminds me of maybe like a Frankie de Jong sort of build where he's not amazing going forward, he's not amazing going back, but he kind of keeps the game going. He's got amazing passing stats, amazing dribbling, where that he can receive the ball in midfield, he can turn a man, and he can pass the ball. You know, sometimes it is just that simple. You don't need an all singing, all dancing, box-to-box goddess. I think for Zinchenko, he's going to progress the play really well. And is that what he does?
Yeah, it's funny you should say that, Jack. Literally, just before we started recording, I went on the football compare and compared him to Frankie de Jong. Because I'd say he's in the same sort of ilk as that. Jack of all trades, master of none, maybe, yeah. But I think what he has over de Jong is the defending. You know, he's got like 5 more defending than de Jong. And you can tell he is, despite being, you know, sort of progressive, you know, win the ball, play it on sort of midfielder, he is a very good ball winner, Jack. I was surprised at how good he was at, like, in his defending. You know, he's got 85 defensive awareness, like 85 stand tackle. Phenomenal. Genuinely, really good at winning the ball.
So do you think he could be a CDM in like a 4-2-2 or a 4-2-3-1? Or do you think he's more suited to sort of like 4-4-2 builds where he is that centre mid?
So I used him in the 4-4-2, and I think he was perfect there. I don't think... You know when there is 2 centre mids, or 2 CDMs rather,
yes,
say like a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-2 or a 4-4-2, I don't think it really makes a difference if it is a CDM or centre mid. At the end of the day, they're doing the same kind of role in my eyes. Particularly in our 4-4-2 tactics, go check them out if you haven't already. They're on stay back, they're on cover centre, you know, they're doing that same sort of role anyway. Albeit he is the more attacking one. I've got him alongside Essien, and he's the one that he sort of, you know, Essien wins the ball more, plays it to Zinchenko, and then he does like sort of a good through ball, little dribble. It's always nice. It's always nice to have the high dribbling.
Zinchenko's kind of that player that recycles the possession more on the edge of the box, I can imagine, and kind of keeps the attack going without sacrificing anything too much. Rob, something intrigues me about him, and it's his pace. It's 85 acceleration and 70 sprint speed, and I've not seen that kind of split yet this year. How does he feel? You know, does he feel weird? You know, is he fast? Is he nice? Tell me about him.
Yeah, he feels faster than I think 77 pace, to be honest. I think that is the way. I'd rather have 85 acceleration, 70 sprint speed than the other way around for a centre mid, personally. You know, you want that burst of speed. When you win the ball, you want to, you know, break away from your marker and whatnot. You're not going to go on long runs in behind of him, so I don't think you need the sprint speed all that much. I don't know if you'd agree.
I know what you mean. I think it's very rare that he'd need to be like lengthy or 99 pace or whatever. I think, like you say, I'd rather have that little bit of speed about my centre mids, not to feel too clunky. So yeah, I agree with that. I don't think it's a bad thing to have. People are going to be looking at him thinking, why should they complete him? What was your favourite thing about the card?
The badge. To be honest, as soon as this was leaked, you know, Sheriff tweeted it. It was in my mind. I'm completing it. You know, I'm an Arsenal fan. It's a no-brainer. I think if you are an Arsenal fan or you're a Zinchenko fan, get it done. It's a very, very good card. Probably the best card he'll have all year, unless you get a team of the season. Perhaps if he returns from injury and has a wonderful season. Even if you're not an Arsenal fan, you just got a Premier League team, he's going to slot straight in there. I think, you know, he's not the sort of centre mid. I know you love Perisic, Jack, and he might be like the perfect centre mid, but Zinchenko, he's not going to be all that going forward, but he is going to be a very good ball winner, a very good playmaker as well. He's the Premier League's answer to Frankie de Jong, in my opinion.
There you go then, Rob. What are you going to give him out of 10 on the end card?
So I was looking, Jack. I looked at your Frankie de Jong review because he is very similar, and I actually dropped Frankie de Jong to get him in. You gave Frankie de Jong a 9.75, although that was, you know, right when the game came out, pretty much. So I've scaled it down a little bit, taking in the fact that he's only got 3-star as opposed to a 4-4. I've gone for a 9, Jack. I think that's fair.
Yeah, I think that's very fair. I think, like you say, he's kind of lacking the fact that he can go up and down the pitch really, really well and score goals. He's kind of just more of a defensive guy, isn't he?
Exactly, yeah. I think that's what you're going to use him for, you know. Even if you get him done, he'll be very good off the bench for you. In terms of value then, Jack, I think it's a very good price, to be honest. 60k, you know, I mean, that sounds expensive. It's an 83 and an 84. And I don't think it requires any informs. It's easy to do. So for the value, I've gone for a 7.5. You know, it is quite cheap, but when you have got Frankie de Jong, who is like 20k, it kind of looks a bit expensive. But if you have got fodder, which everyone will have, you know, 83 and 84, very easy to do, get him done.
I think he's one of those, Rob, where it's going to be really nice to have in your club, you know, down the line when you need a Premier League objective.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Okay, Rob, what chem star did you use? I'm guessing something that kept him as controlled, XR8.
I did, yeah. I don't think explosive is it this year. You know, you don't want to be explosive, do you? You want to be controlled. So I think for me, Jag, it depends how you want him. So I went for an anchor. You know, it gets the pace up, gets the defending up, gets the physical, which maybe is why he felt so good at winning the ball and whatnot. But if you want him in more, maybe like an attacking kind of role, I'd go for a hawk. You know, it's between those two for me.
Yeah, for me, I think there's no point trying to make him an attacking midfielder. He's not quite there, is he? Bless him. Despite the pretty decent positioning and shot power.
Yeah, I will say about his shooting now, he brought it up. Pretty decent. I think I played all my weekend league with him, so like 20 games. He got 6 goals, which isn't really that bad.
Pretty decent.
Yeah.
Wow. I think that about covers it, lads. That has been the Zinchenko review. Rob, overall, is it a cop or not for you?
Absolute cop.
There we go. Lads, hope you've enjoyed the video. Until next time, I've been Jack.
I've been Robbie.
And we've been back post again. We'll see you in the next one.
See you later.